Well, so then your next big role was in The Lion King.
Yep.
Where you were the singing voice
I was a
of
singing voice.
young Simba.
Yeah.
So you were what, about 11, 12 years old?
No, at that time, and that's what I was going to tell you earlier, we got to move up a little bit. When I did the Jacksons, I was like 13. 13
Oh,
14.
okay.
Yeah, well, no, let me see. No. I was 12 because when I did The Lion King, I remember specifically I was in like 7th, 8th grade. And yeah, I was recruited by Elton John for that on the Jackson set. He came to visit. We would have a lot of visitors that would come to the set just out of curiosity of Michael and out of support. And they would just show up and hang out while we were shooting. And one of those particular days, Elton John came through while we were shooting Who's Loving You. And that particular day, I had to actually like sing that song live because it was something was wrong with the playback. It was messed up, so I had to actually do it. And he was there and heard my voice, and had approached my mother and said, I'm currently working on this project with Tim Rice over at Disney. It's called The Lion King. I don't know if Jason would be interested, but I would like to submit him to Disney to audition for the role. So, of course, we jumped at the opportunity. I really, being completely honest, I really didn't know that well, like about Elton John's background and who he was. But I knew that he was, a big music figure and someone to be respected. So I just knew that anything that he was possibly doing with Disney was worth, giving a shot. So me and my mother, it was the day after we wrapped the Jacksons. Disney gave us a limousine, shot us over to a studio in Burbank. I sang I Just Can't Wait to Be King, like down maybe about 7, 8 times. And then the next thing I knew, like they called me back in the control room and they officially offered it to me and said, yeah, we're going to roll with this song. And, you want to be down with this project. And of course I was like, yeah. And then during that time, and I've had to really clear this up in a couple other interviews too. I want people to know this, that Disney did not like shit on me when it came to the actual speaking voice of Simba. That role was awarded to Jonathan Taylor Thomas maybe 2 or 3 days prior to me even coming in and initially auditioning for the singing role. So although Disney was like very pleased with my performance with singing the song and had indeed offered me essentially the role in a recording booth until they got confirmation from business affairs at Disney that a deal had already been closed, then that's when they kind of had to retract that, basically.
Okay, so I Just Can't Wait to Be King, that was sort of the main song.
That was the main song.
Was there other songs?
There was Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Yep, and then there was one more that never made the film called Warthog Rhapsody.
Okay.
And it was dope, and that was really just a record between like me and Pumbaa and Timon. Yeah.
Okay, can you still do the songs?
Hell no.
No?
No, I wish, man, but now it's funny because when they Disney called me maybe 4 years later after the original film release, and they were taking it to Broadway. And they were like, yo, Jason's still young, and this is like, on stage, and he can actually be in it. Can he sing the songs? And so I was like, well, if I got to sing them in that key, because I tried. I wanted that check.
Right.
I was like, hold on, let me see if I could. Me. Nah, that shit didn't work out. So, now I had to turn that down. But, anytime that they've had to use the original recording, Disney always comes back. We renegotiate a new deal, a new terms based on whatever it is that they're specifically trying to do, with the property at that time that they need me to sign off on. I get a check for that one, still get, residuals from the original release. And it's actually been the gift that has kept on giving throughout the years on some real shit.
Have you seen the new one?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought it was good. Like,
I haven't seen it, so let me just preface by saying
okay.
I haven't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But based on all of the the trailers and everything I've seen,
Yeah,
it just looks like National Geographic.
I feel
You
you.
see what I'm saying? And you
I feel you.
miss the character of each, like the actual like aura of each character when it's drawn out. I mean, having a whole bunch of realistic animals with talking mouths
Yeah.
doesn't give you the warthog, doesn't give you Scar, it doesn't give you the hyenas.
No, that's
So
real.
from what I saw, like I haven't seen it yet, so
Hmm.
maybe I'm just hating from the sidelines, but I just can't see the magic of the first one in that second one the way it's done.
Now you know what? It don't even feel bad about that, Vlad, because unfortunately that was kind of like the overall consensus, especially amongst the culture and like the black community in particular. They were like, "Man, this isn't the shit I grew up with." Like everybody kind of had their own view of what they thought about it. But here's what I will say: I think that what this version of the film was able to do was wrangle in the new generation. Um, there are going to be kids, babies that saw this one that when they grow up to be our age, they're going to identify with this one. Um, so I think that, Disney knows what they're doing in that regard as far as keeping an iconic intellectual property like that going. So I get it. Um, I Another main reason why I support it wholeheartedly is because I'm a huge fan of JD McCrary, the new young Simba. He's a great kid, incredibly talented. I'm excited about what this is gonna do for him in his career, because I know how rewarding it's been for me, and the things that I've been able to kind of gain from it, whether it's monetary or whether it's just actual life experience. So and then of course, like I'm a big fan of Beyonce and Donald Glover and all of those people and Chiwetel, and so to see all of those people involved in it, and for it to just blow up to be something like so big like that, to where so many iconic people want to be a part of the new one and help revive it and be a part of its reemergence or resurgence. I mean, man, I wish everybody well. I hope, that people will continue to support not only that one, but the original. Definitely keep supporting the original so we can keep getting that bread. No, but no, I just want people to just, whatever you like, man, just, support it. Because at the end of the day, I think it's coming from a place where, it's just trying to make people feel good, you know?